Hi guys, MBT here from MBT Creates, and I'm here with my friend Kesha from Nook
Hello,
and Notion.
everyone.
Thank you for hanging out with me this lovely, well, afternoon here, morning where you are.
Yeah, but that's the fun part about live streams is it's morning here. Got my morning coffee, and you've got your Diet Coke.
I was
So
going to say I have my morning Coke Zero, so they should sponsor me. Regardless, thank you all for joining me today. I'm coming to you live from the kitchen today for two reasons. One is my apartment is an absolute mess. But the other is Kesha is here. There are a lot of Cutterpillar products that I like and that I use, but Kesha told me that my absolute favorite one is on huge sale today, and I'm going to let her
mega
talk
sale.
about that in a minute. But I want to tell you what it is. I did give you a little hint on Instagram this morning. It's called the Flip and Fold 48. And let's see if I can show it to you without showing any more mess.
It's a kitchen. It's supposed to be a mess, Mary Beth.
Uh,
It's okay.
I appreciate that. So, woo, I
Uh-oh.
lost the camera. Can I
Uh-oh.
tell you guys already? It has been a day and it's just got started. Um, so sorry. What
That's
have we got?
okay. I think
Uh,
we're just fine.
Okay. Are
There
we
you
going to
go.
stay? We are. Okay. So
All
here's
right.
the thing. Um, as many of you know who know me personally, I moved last year from a 2,400 square foot house to an 800 square foot apartment. And one of the things that I do not have anymore is space. So I don't have a dedicated cutting table anymore. And the best place for me to cut is at the kitchen island because it's the right height for me. I'm tall, I'm 5'10". I don't want to be leaning over. Oh, hi. I don't want to be leaning over into a lower table because it hurts my back because I am also old. So the thing that I like about this, and I'm going to mess it up, and Keisha's going to tell you all the right things.
No,
But
she's
this
gonna
is
do great.
this is a self-healing cutting mat. So you can cut on it just like those green ones we all had. And I'm going to cut a little bit later. But there's a couple of things going on here. And I'm not going to do the whole thing because I tend to mess it up. But you can fold it up. So you
Yes.
can fold it so it's little. And when it's little, I can store it. Whoop, see, I messed it up already.
Well, just like Mary Beth did, if it gives you a little resistance, don't push it. You don't want to snap it.
Right. You can go
There
the
you
other
go.
way
There you
and you
go.
can fold it up. So this folds one more time. Don't ask me in what direction. But it's not just that it folds. I'm going to tell you what I like about it, and then I'm going to let Keisha tell you the real things. One of the things is it will fold one more time. So if I'm actually cooking, which goodness knows I hardly ever do, but if I actually wanted to use my kitchen as a kitchen, I could fold this down one more time and put it away, and it doesn't take up a lot of space because once again, space
Right.
is what I do not have.
Yes.
And then the other thing that I like about it, and again, I'm going to let Keisha do the whole spiel, but if you fold it correctly, no matter what size it is, you get the right numbers.
Yes, they all start at 0. You're
Right.
correct.
So right now
Hmm.
I have it at 36 wide and I have it at 24 tall because that's what fits on my kitchen island. Also, 36 is great because it covers my entire kitchen island.
Yeah.
But this could go to 36 by 48,
Yes.
but I'm seeing the numbers starting from 0, as Keisha said. So it's not like, oh, the number now started from 10 because the way I have it folded,
Right.
and now I have to figure out, math. Who
Yeah. You
wants
have
to
to do
figure out
some
math?
addition and subtraction and figure out where you're at. Yeah. You don't want to do that.
And the other thing that impresses me about this that I saw it when I bought it, because I bought it before I was with the company a little bit, is that the seams are really smooth. You would think, because it's foldable, that your rotary blade would get caught, and it does not. There are a couple of seams that they tell you do not cut here, but they're very few and far between, and most of the seams you can just roll right over. And
Yes.
again, it is sort of staggering to me how smooth this is. And then the other thing that I'll say today that I didn't say the last time we did one of these because it was new to me is that I've been using this a lot recently because I got sucked into a craft event this weekend and I'm making a ton of little projects to sell. And I noticed when I had my green one, if I was cutting a lot of things the same size, I would get these gouges.
Mm.
And then if I tried to cut a different size, the blade would want to dig into
Ah,
the gouge. It
yeah.
was like a furrow, and then it was kind of stuck there. And thus far, and I've had this for 6 months,
Hmm.
thus far that has not been a thing that happened
Good.
with this mat. So this is the Flip and Fold 48, and Keisha's going to talk to you about it with reality, and I'm going to cut some fabric because I'm crazed. Also,
With
if you have
reality.
any comments, y'all please put them in there and
Yeah, it
share
looks
them
like
below.
we've got Delta watching us. She says, love the versatility of the size, which is one of the best features about our flip and fold. The sizes are amazing. Okay,
Agreed.
everybody. I'm Kesha with Cutterpillar. I've been with Cutterpillar for about 8 years now, been selling the products for about 8 years, and I do love our flip and fold. Few of the reasons Mary Beth kind of touched on. This is the size it is when it starts out. It's not that bad. Like, and you see it's pretty thin. So you can put it on a shelf or you can store it in a bag. You can put it in a drawer. So you don't actually have those big giant mats that always curl. You're not like trying to put it underneath your bed to keep it flat. This is a great option because you get all those multiple cutting mats in one size.
Yeah, and I
Um,
will say the not warping thing is a huge plus. Again, things that I'm saying now that I've worked with the product for a while, the fact that it doesn't
yeah.
warp, I have found to be a real blessing.
Yeah, we're our base is located in Utah and we did a little test. We cut off a piece of this and we used a couple of other cutting mats. I don't have them here, but you can see the difference. We left them in a car on a hot day in August and we left them for 3, 4 hours to try to just to test it to see what was going to happen. And our mat was the one that actually stayed flat. So it's a really good material. It is self-healing. But your first match you're going to get, you guys, you can just cut right on this size. If this all the space you have, you could cut right on this size. And it is 11 by 17. So this is a nice size if you're just doing small little pieces because you could cut right on this mat. But then say you've got a bigger piece. All you've got to do is just open it up. And now we've got 17 by 22. So there's these little puzzle pieces. I'll show you on their next size how they work. But we've got these little puzzle pieces. And as long as they're locked in with each other, like a puzzle, exactly like a puzzle, they fit in nice. You're gonna actually hear it click. If I can get it to click, because I'm doing it blind. Because it's underneath the mat. But once they're clicked, like Mary Beth said, it's gonna be a nice flat cutting mat. So our second size is the 17 by 22. So that's a little bit bigger. Then say you've got your big strips. What you're gonna do is you're gonna flip it over. And I know Mary Beth watches the video every time, so she
I
remembers
was
how to
just
do
going to
this.
say, for when you purchase this and you bring it home and you want to punch me, there is in fact a video that I watch every time I have to put the thing away.
Yeah, yeah,
But since I don't cook, I don't put it away that often. But I could if I
that's true.
wanted to.
But if you say you're having a holiday party or something, and you need to put it away, you're gonna have to fold that up and get it out of the way. So when we flip it over, now we're gonna be able to do our strips because we're at 17 by 48. Like this is so big you can't even see it in my camera view. But I'll talk about the puzzle pieces here. So if you see right here, it's got a little puzzle piece on the end. We've got a few of these throughout the mat. This is just going to snap right in there. So once it's snapped in, now you've got a nice flat surface. And we do have the seams, of course, because it is a foldable mat, but we strategically place the seams not on a main measurement. So it's not going to be right on your 36 or right on your 28 or right on your 48. So it's just to the right of it or just off. So you're not going to use that line. So this is not even as how big as it gets. I mean, I have a really big tail, so it will kind of fit on here, but you guys, it'll open up to 36 by 48. Like I have to
Right.
step
So I
way
have
back for this thing.
mine is set to 36 by 24, which is
Yes,
basically half
half
of
of
the
that.
one size. But again, it
It
fits
does
right
fit.
here and it doesn't run into the sink. I
Yes.
did put the dishes in the dishwasher for you guys. That's really all
Oh,
I could
that's
bring to
so,
you today.
you guys, isn't that so nice of her to put her dishes away?
I feel
That's so
like Keisha's
kind.
mocking me a little bit. What do you guys think?
Not at all. Not at all. I will tell you guys, I met Mary Beth in Houston this year, and when she was there for what you hung out with us for about 20, 30 minutes. I don't think I laughed as hard as I did when we were sitting there chatting.
Well,
That
that
was a
was
fun
before we knew how
conversation.
bad the show was going to be. I'm
Well,
sorry, I'm being obnoxious, you guys. For those of
no,
you
that's okay.
in the
That's
trade
another
show
subject.
business, um, the quilt show has since been canceled because it was wildly
Yes.
underattended. So we were all in a
Yes.
great mood Saturday morning.
Oh yeah, we were having fun.
It was Saturday
Um,
afternoon when we
so,
realized things were headed
yeah.
in a
Yeah,
negative
that was a
direction.
little rough, but I got a lot of cutting done and a lot of other stuff done, so that's okay. So the
As I cut
size,
frantically while you're talking.
oh, that's okay. The size that Mary Beth is using, the way to get that, it's a little more complicated, but you take it with the big size and you're going to fold this basically in half. You're going to go right in the middle here and you're going to flip it
Right.
just like this. And now we've got the size that Mary Beth uses.
And then you want to make sure that the correct numbers are facing up. You want to see 0 to 36
Yep,
and you want to see 0 to 24.
yep, yep. And you still got your angles. You've got all the measurements down at the bottom, all the way up to the 36. So you guys, that's a
Delta was just
total.
also saying she can use them to travel, and that with Delta, that's a really great point. That was something I was going to mention. Is
Yes.
that my sister, who's a big quilter? I'm more of a sewist, which again,
Hmm.
you guys know if you know me at all. I do crafty sewing. I do a lot of cosplay, a lot of garments. But I
Yes.
have a sister who's a really avid quilter, and she spends half of her life going to quilt. She's
Sure.
retired now, and she just travels,
Oh,
travels, travels to do
how
quilts.
fun.
So Delta was just saying in the chat that she does Quilts of Valor, which is really nice of you, Delta. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
that's amazing.
But my sister goes to retreats. And the other thing going down to 1117, or you're going to show us the smaller one in a little bit,
Yeah.
um, you can stick it in the suitcase, it fits.
Yes.
And it's not
Yes.
super heavy. It's heavier than one of
It's
those green ones, but
it
I
is a
can't travel
little.
with my green ones. So this is better.
You cannot because you have to curl it up and put like a rubber band on it, or I don't even know how you travel with that thing.
Right. And then you close squish it. All right.
Yeah.
So Keisha, I'm going to let you do your thing, but then I want you to tell them about the sale because they're all going to get bored and leave.
No, don't get bored and leave. Please
My
don't get
people
bored and
have
leave.
short attention spans.
Okay, I'm just gonna fold it up because you guys can see how big this is and then how easy it is to fold up. And again, you can put it on a shelf or you can put it in a bag. Speaking of going to like retreats, on our website, we do have a bag that it will fit in. So this is our glow tote. So if anybody knows anything about Cutterpillar, we do have LED light boards. That's what our main item that we sell. This is the bag that the light board will fit in there, but the light board will also fit in here with your flip and fold. So this is a nice little travel bag. Look how nice that just fits right in there. Just sits right
Well,
in
I'm
there.
just jealous because I don't have a bag yet, but you
I
know.
know, but I told you if you come see me, I'll give you a bag. I should
And
have given you
Santa,
one in Houston.
Santa, if you're listening, I think
Santa.
a
Mary
small
Beth
light
would like
board and the tote bag would fit
Mary
very
Beth would
nicely
like
under my
a
tree
tote
this
bag.
year.
So yeah, we actually have tote bags that will fit both of our flip and folds. But what I want to tell you guys is right now on the Cutterpillar website, you can get the flip and fold 48 for 40% off. The way you're going to do that is you're going to use Mary Beth's link. I believe you put it in the
I
description
did
below.
not because I stink. Um,
Well, she will.
I would if I knew what it was.
Okay.
The code is my name. The code is Mary Beth Temple. So is it
Yes.
cutterpillar.com/Mary Beth Temple?
Well, we need to have the link. They need to go through the link
Well, I
because
don't know what it is. So you know, I
well,
missed
chat
the
for a
whole
minute.
point here.
Mary Beth, chat for a minute, and what I'll do is I'll get the link and I'll put it in the chat. You talk about how much you love the flip and fold. I'll
I
get your
will
link.
talk about how much I love the flip and fold. And but
Okay.
here's the other thing I want to point out. Keisha will get to it, but she's doing me a solid here. Um, The big one today, the 48, which is the big one, which is the one that I have, is on 40% off sale. There is a smaller one that Keisha's going to show you, but that is only 20% off. But the thing I will say is this, and it sounds like I'm just trying to sell you on things for the sake of selling you on things, but I'm not. I do actually believe this in my soul. It's better to get the big one and make it smaller than to get the small one and it only goes but so big. It's
Yes.
okay to get the big one and not need the big one all the time because of the different sizes you can configure. And with 40% off the big one and only 20% off the small one, to me, and this is why I wanted to do a live with Keisha today, because I think 40% off that product is amazing. Now,
It is.
some of you use my affiliate link, which I have on my blog to make the
That's
purchases, and I appreciate that. That's really cool.
that that link you're talking about right there, Mary Beth, is the one they need to use to get this 40% off. If they
Did
use
you
that
find
link.
mine? Because if not, you can talk and I'll go find it.
Yeah, I found it. It's just this they won't let me chat in this for some reason.
Okay. You
I
guys,
don't
I'm gonna, okay. So oftentimes when items are not on sale, you do not get, that you get
the
an additional
additional,
discount. So you
right,
can't stack on the 40%. The 40%
right.
is the 40%. You're not going to get extra by using my code. But I will, and maybe I can afford to buy a tote bag at the end of all this. So I do absolutely appreciate all of you who go to my blog and go to the affiliate pages and use my links, whether you're buying Cutterpillar or any other product, because it helps me be able to keep the lights on in my very messy studio and keep new projects going. Keisha, how we doing?
We are doing good. It's just it's trying to verify me.
Okay.
I don't know what
So
it's doing.
the two, I've been doing a lot of scrap fabrics recently. And so my two most recent scrap fabric products on the blog, which I use my Cutterpillar for, to
Mhm.
cut them out. And then Keisha, as soon as you find it, interrupt me. I'm just tap
I
dancing for
will.
fill time. Um, I made this little heart applique. This is a 90-cent flour sack towel from the discount store. This is with steam seam and you cut the hearts out. And if you want to know how to get the hearts, go over to the blog, mbtcreates.com, click on sewing. And if you go to this post, I have a free download for you that you can download the heart template that I used for this project. And then the other thing that I was cutting out right now, if you're like me and you spend a lot of time on TikTok instead of working, there are a lot of projects with banners with puffy letters. And so I got the idea to take the puffy letters and make keychains out of them. There's an L, there's an M on my blog. So there's a tutorial on my blog. And that's the other thing. That's what I'm cutting out today. And that's why I make what I'm making for my little craft fair on Saturday. I'm making some letter keychains. So last night's Google search was, what are the most common first initials for women's names in the
Oh,
United
that's
States?
smart. That's
Hey,
smart.
I try. All
Yes.
right, Keisha, we're up.
Okay.
Did you find my link?
So I have your link, but it's not letting me chat for some reason. But Melody's gonna try to get in there.
Okay,
Um,
thank you, Melody. And if you're watching this on the replay, I will drop it in the description box.
yes, we'll definitely get it up there. But use the link. That's the way. Because if you just use her code, you're only gonna save 15%. But if you use her link, you're gonna get the 40%.
Okay, I
So
never know how these things work.
you want to use the link. You definitely want to use the link. And I will tell you guys, you can add things because right now, if you spend over $200 at Caterpillar, you're going to get an additional 10% off. So
Wow.
if
On
you
top
wanted
of the
to,
40 that you
uh-huh,
already got for the,
yes, yes. So if there's a few other things you want to add in there, get up to $200, you're going to save 10%. If
well,
you get up to,
Santa, since I just requested some Caterpillar for
I
Christmas, you
think
could
I
you
think
could get a
Santa's
deal.
listening. Yes, Santa, you could save some money. Um, if you get to 350, you're going to save an additional 15%. And if you get to 500, say you want to get the whole kit and caboodle, everything using Mary Beth's link, you're going to save 20% off an additional on top of all the
On
other.
top of the sale prices.
Yep. Yep.
While that sounds like a lot of money, I've had people make purchases in the hundreds
Yes, you
and
have.
hundreds of dollars
You
because
have.
when the stuff is on sale, you might as well grab it. And these are not, what's the word I'm looking for? These are not perishable goods, you know?
Right.
You
Right.
invest in one of these mats, you invest in a light board, you
Hmm.
invest in a light for your sewing machine with a little accessory kit. That's also on my list, Santa. Um, I have the light,
Santa,
just not the accessories.
Santa is listening.
Okay. um, but you're gonna buy these once and use them forever. It's not
Yes.
like I'm gonna buy it, it's gonna fall apart in six
Right.
months. It came from,
Yeah.
wherever
Well
and
up.
was
Yeah.
$2. So I do
Right.
consider some of this stuff an actual investment, but I like to invest in my studio, even if at the moment it's in my kitchen.
Yes, and that's fine. And that's the great thing about these flip and folds is if you only have a limited amount of space, they're super handy because you can just fold them up and put them away when you need to, but then pull them out when you are cutting a bunch of stuff. So here is the smaller one. It's actually half the size of the 48. I'll put both of these up here so you can see the difference. There's the two different sizes. So
So
the
that
big one's,
folds down to what, 9 by 12 or something like that?
yeah, this one is 8 by 11. That's the measurements.
Okay.
Um, so the big one is called the Flip and Fold 48 if you're looking for it on the website. And the small one's called the Flip and Fold 36
Okay.
because the big one goes out to 48 and the little one goes out to 36. It's pretty
What's
easy.
the width on the little one? 36 by
36 by 24.
24. Okay.
Yes, yes. So the biggest size is the size that you're basically using right there on your kitchen counter.
Right. But again, you
Yes.
guys, I went with the bigger one because if I ever move back to a real house, I'm going to
Yeah,
want the
you're going
full
to use the
size.
big size.
Why buy it twice?
Exactly.
Get the bigger one and then have it when I need it. That was my theory
Yes.
in any case. And once
Yeah.
again, just I am an affiliate with the company, but I did buy this product because I
Yes,
wanted
she
it,
did. She did.
So I'm not
Yeah,
just
you bought
here
it
blowing
before you
smoke.
became an affiliate, right?
That is true. Yep.
Right. Because she bought it, fell in love with it, and said, "Hey, I could tell people about this, right?"
Exactly, exactly. And the other thing I learned today, we are joking about Melody. If you follow the Nook and Notion YouTube channel, you'll see this crazy lady and our friend Melody and some
Yes.
other special guests on occasion on their
Yes.
YouTube channel. It's Nook and
And
Notion.
notions. Hmm.
Um, but I was asking Melody this morning and she knew the answer, which was I wanted to know if I could put a wool felt pad on this and iron so I can iron my scrap and cut it and throw it in the pile because I'm really trying to get there are my camera is propped up on bins full of scrap fabric. So I'm trying to get it down, trying to lower the storage, trying to turn it
Yes.
into things
Yes.
instead
Projects.
of
Yes.
mess. And one of the things I learned the hard way with the green mats that we all use is if I put my wool felt pad down on top of it and I put my steam up iron on top of that, that green thing is going to look like a bad road in Alabama by
Yeah.
the time I'm finished my ironing. So I did check with Melody this morning, and you
Yep.
can put a wool felt pad. You can't iron directly on it,
No, do not iron directly on it. But if you
but
have a wool mat, you
if
can.
well, in fact, mine's on my oven because I'm working in the kitchen
That's a great
today.
place for it.
But well, it's not going to burn. But if you take one
Right.
of these thick wool felt pads and put
And
it
put it
on
on top
top
there.
of
Hmm.
so my plan when we're done with our live today is to get the iron out and like iron a scrap, cut a scrap, iron a scrap, to just start going through the
Just,
piles
yeah.
and try and, I'll production cut so I can do some sewing later, but also thin the herd a little bit.
Yes. That sounds like a great plan. Perfect plan. And the flip and fold is such a good accessory to help with all of those tasks. So here is the small one. Small one starts out like we were talking about 8 by 11. So again, you can just cut right there if you're doing little small applique pieces or little stars or circles or triangles or whatever you're doing. Then you can flip it open to do a little bit bigger. It's 11 by 17. It opens exactly the same way that the big one opens.
And
You're
there
going to do
is a
that
video.
same. There is a video. We have QR codes on both of the products, so that way you don't have to try to memorize what I'm telling you right now. But again, with the small one, you just want to make sure these little puzzle pieces right here are always locked into place, and that's how you're going to get your nice, smooth, straight cutting mat. So the strip size is 11 by 36. And then one more size, the big one, 24 by 36. So I believe this is the size that you have on your counter
Yeah, 24 by
right here.
36 is what I have on my counter.
Yeah, so this is the biggest size on this mat.
Mhm.
It's the second biggest size on the big mat. So
On my
it's
big
kind of
boy. Yep.
personal preference, but the small one is on sale for 20% off, you guys. Big one, 40% off. You're gonna say
So again,
40%.
buy the big one and have it forever is kind of my theory. Do you want to
Yes,
talk about the light boards real quick before we run out of
sure.
time? For
Yeah,
those
let's
of
do
you
that.
who are new to the light boards.
Yeah.
Now I don't have a light board, but I will say I do not do a lot of work where the light board would be helpful to me, but I'm fascinated. And again, it's a big joke and with me and my friends at Cutterpillar. The first person I ever met who worked at Cutterpillar was the engineer. And I know more about polymers than I ever wanted to now, but also the thing that drew me into the booth was the light board. And it's
Yes.
not that I needed one, it's not that I use one. It was that I was so fascinated by the way it has been engineered to
Yeah.
have so many different uses. And you can
Yeah.
definitely iron on the glass mat on the light board, but I'll let Keisha do her
Yes,
thing.
you definitely can.
And look, I made an E.
Look at that. See, look at how productive you are during our
I
live. It's
know.
perfect.
That's
Two
because the
birds. Two
camera's on and I
birds.
can't scroll TikTok.
Yes. Can't be on TikTok right now. That's good. Okay, so like Mary Beth said, our company, we have many light boards. This one is one of my favorite ones, so I'll just show you this one. This one's really fun. This one's called our premium. So first of all, I want to show you, look how thin that is. Like it's super thin and lightweight. So this is really easy to take to a class with your flip and fold or take into your kitchen or take into your family room or move around because it's very lightweight and it's very durable. See, there's a little bit of flex to it. So that way, when you're actually pressing down on it, it's not going to crack it, which is one of our very good features because you actually get a self-healing cutting mat with it. We'll get into that in a second. But I'll show you here. These light boards have multiple light levels. So there's the first level and it dims down. So if you need just a little bit of light, it's hard to see on the video.
No,
It, it,
you can see it.
it's
I
super
mean, it
bright. But
is sort
see,
of self-adjusting, but you can tell.
yeah, but see, look how much it makes me bright. I have probably 5 lights staring at me right now, but it just makes your whole crafting area lit up. So on here, you can do like your applique tracing. You can trace embroidery patterns. You can trace garment patterns. I mean, you can trace anything you want right here on the light board. I do diamond art. So I do my diamond art right on here where you take the little beads and you place them down because sometimes it's really hard to see those letters and numbers. So you can do all that right on your board. Go
I'm
ahead.
told it's also really good for foundation paper piecing.
Yes, it's great for that. I have a sample of that real quick. I can show you. So this is just a legit kit, and I will show you how well you can see. You guys see how you can see through there?
Oh
So
yeah.
you, yep,
Uh-huh.
it's great for foundation paper piecings. I actually did an applique pattern the other day on this, and I'm so proud of myself. Look at this little Christmas tree I made. I did this all by myself.
I'm proud of you. You're not much of a
Thank you.
quilter, I take it.
No, but I'm learning. I'm learning.
Well,
Um,
and other crafts use light boards too, paper
yes,
crafters, and
yeah.
that's all I got. But
Well, and no, I
since
actually
my
do.
audience is primarily sewists and
Yeah.
knitters and crocheters.
Um, Scrapbookers and card makers use light boards, but I actually paint wood. So I cut out this paper and then I'll paint this wood piece and
Mhm.
I do this kind of craft and I use my light board because I trace it out on the paper and then on the mat I can cut it all out. So it's very useful for so many different crafts. So many. But the best part, you guys, is you get this self-healing mat with it. So this mat's got a little texture on the back that's going to keep it from sliding around on your board. It's see-through. It's got all the grid on there. It's got all the measurements. And the top of it has a little bit of a texture. So what that's going to do is kind of hold down your fabric a little bit better. Just keep it in place. But now when this is on top, you can use a rotary blade or an X-Acto knife and you can cut directly on your light board.
And that was the thing that I thought was just amazing, that you could cut right on it, not like
Yes,
I have to use the light board and then trace it and then take it over to the flip and
to the cut
fold and then cut there, that you
mat.
could cut right as long as the mat is on it. The mat has to be on it. You can't
Yes.
just
Oh, yeah.
dig into
And
the
so,
glass.
like, say, I mean, I know this is foundation paper piecing, but say this is just a regular pattern. You can actually put the pattern underneath the mat and put the fabric on top, and you're not going to cut up your pattern.
Pattern.
See how you can see that? So I can cut my fabric. Say I wanted this same shape in like multiple different kinds of fabric. I could just cut it, move on, next piece, move along, move, just keep getting through all of those and never cut up my pattern, which is super handy. Another feature we have on this light board is that it's actually got metal plates in it. So it is magnetic. So if you wanted to hold down your fabric and keep it in place, use these little magnets, and then it's not going to slide off. So it'll stay in place.
Again, I also thought that was a lot of fun. But this is why I
Yeah.
got the polymer lecture, was because I was busy playing with the toys.
Yes.
There
Yeah,
are
you
a
were
lot
playing
of
with the
toys.
toys.
But again, today,
Today,
40% off.
40% off, you guys, on that flip and fold. But you can
Okay.
add a light board in there, and then you're going to save the additional percentages off. So
Okay, now if
using,
they're watching a replay
yeah,
on a date other than Wednesday, December 10th, 2025, and this sale is not currently happening, then they use my link and what happens? They get something, right?
yes. So this particular sale, this is part of our 12 days of Christmas. And today we are announcing the flip and fold specials. This sale will be good through Sunday. So they have some time.
So that's the 11, 12, 13, 14 through Sunday
14th.
the 14th,
Yes.
2025.
But if it is just a Tuesday in January, you guys just go to Cutterpillar.com, use Mary Beth's. I think your code is your full name,
It
Mary
is.
Beth
It's Mary
Temple.
Beth Temple. Yep.
At the very minimum, you're going to save 15%.
Right.
Yes.
And
But
again, I joke, but I do appreciate the sales because I get my little commission, and it
yes,
goes to buy more fabric. So
yes. And
I
then she
do
could do more
appreciate when you guys
projects,
support me.
more projects.
More
One,
projects.
yes. One more feature I want to tell you about this light board. You guys, this
Okay,
is
and
really
then
cool. This is the
we're
premium.
gonna wrap it up pretty soon.
Yep. This one has a rechargeable battery. So the premium is rechargeable. So you can take this with you to quilt retreats or classes or take it in the kitchen or move it around. So the premium one is really, really great. And this board will fit inside that bag with your brand new flip and fold and your light board. They'll both fit in that same glow tote. So stack up all your stuff, you
And
guys.
really
It's the
confuse the
time.
TSA.
Yes. Yes. I've only had to take it out of the bag one time because they're like, what is this? Is this art? Well, not exactly art. It's to make art. Oh,
Oh,
I
your
got my
camera
camera
just had
moving.
a moment.
I know. Stop.
Oh, look at you. You've got the fancy one.
I don't know. It's the first time I'm using my camera. So anyway, come down. I don't know.
I know we're shooting up your nose right now. But at least the logo's behind you. That looks
At
great.
least, yeah, it says Caterpillar and the Grinch. You know, there's my feeling on Christmas right there. The
Well, the
Grinch.
Grinch is Caterpillar green, you
Yes,
know.
it kind of works.
It's not easy being green, as our
It's
friend
not.
Kermit would say.
Okay, so let's recap. The flip the flip and fold 48, you guys, 40% off
This is
a
the one you
Caterpillar.
want.
This is the
Mhm.
one you want. If you don't want such a big one and you want to just do the small one, this is on sale as well. It's 20% off.
Until
So we're
Sunday.
until Sunday. And
Okay.
you never know if we'll extend it. Sometimes we do. You never know. Just use Mary Beth's link. That way, Mary Beth knows you did it and she'll be very grateful. And you guys will save the most money you possibly can.
Yep. So I want to thank Kesha for hanging out with me today. I want to thank you guys
Thank
for hanging
you.
out with me today. And I will fix that description and I'll go do it right now. I'll go find that link. I'll put it in the description.
That'd be great.
And I'll also, you know what? I'll do a quick newsletter. I'll just say, I
Okay,
messed up. Here's the link. I'll send that out this afternoon so you and
perfect.
Santa have a
And
couple of
Santa
days to
knows.
shop.
Yep, Santa will read your newsletter.
There you go. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Once again, thank you, Kesha, and I'll
Yeah.
see you next
Thank you,
time.
Mary Beth.
All
Okay,
right,
bye-bye.
bye-bye.